Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds. I am testing for mods again. Last episode, just for a little bit of context, I guess, I didn't have to subscribe to any mods yet, so of course it would have worked. It just automatically downloaded the ones I need for the world, and it's working. For this episode, however, I did need to resubscribe to some of the mods. So it might start doing the download issue thingy again. I don't know. I'll find out after this video. Either way, getting into it, our first creation is... It's not telling me stuff I need to know. Come on. Not on that one yet. This one's technically the first one, it just loaded weird. Alright. Until I need to Alt-tab to see who it's made by. Okay, so this is a cistern made by Admiral. And I guess it doesn't have a description. So, this is what I gather a fuel cistern. And this is actually a really good idea, especially for survival. Because you could have this sitting somewhere like a gas depot off in your wooded area that you use or something, or near an oil thing with this going down into the oil, and it looks like a gas cistern, a gas tank. And then on this end you have your gas. This end looks like an intake for oil with some storage, and then you make the gas in the middle, and there you go. And that's a really cool idea. And one thing I didn't think of before that it had me realize is when I'm filling up the oil side on my survival, once this chest fills up, it starts filling up the chest on the other side of CraftBot for some reason. It wouldn't do that with gas cans. But either way, I really like this. And you'll probably see me do something similar to this in survival once I'm able to use the right pieces. And really, I could make just a simple one for survival for now, so we'll see how my gas stations change from this, but this is a really good idea. Make a little truck that this can go on, like... Ooh, where's my new 4x4 thing? Or I'll just show this thing really quick. Even something like this. You could just put a couple stands on the chassis, weld that to the chassis, there you go. But this is awesome. I really like it. Yeah, it's just simple inside. You could even put another gas tank for a bit more storage and so on. That's awesome. I really like it. As you can tell, my mind's just getting flooded with ideas on how I can change, excuse me, my gas stations and how I do survival. For some reason, I like in survival being able to just have everything with me, not need a base, whatever. But either way, the next creation, I need to switch. Oh, it's laggy. I need to switch over to Steam again really quick. Okay, this creation is it might be by Stealthy Green, I can't remember. It's just a hex for their name. But it is RD Overloaded Helix. Therefore, it is a real drive, or the Helix, that has been completely overloaded with what looks like another fuel tank. And this thing is huge. Oh, glitch welded wheels, okay. I was wondering how they were so wide. Little dolly trailer. Good looking tow hitch. Of all things, it's a pretty good looking tow hitch. The bed has a cookbot in it. That's funny. Oh! Looks like it's glitch welded a bit to look like the cookbot's holding stuff. Can. That's funny. That's funny. And then it looks like there's a piston over there that's activated by something. This looks really good. The Toyota Helix is absolutely one of my most favorite trucks. It is nearly indestructible, especially the older ones. Good looking interior. If anyone doesn't know what real drive is, I've explained it a lot more in other videos, but essentially, you get in somehow. Come on, there we go. You get in, and you close the door, you turn it on, and you drive. I'm trying to see where I want to go. I'm gonna go to the right. Yeah, I'd say this is overloaded. What's this one do? Oh. I can't tell what that does, but it did turn something else off. I don't think it's reverse. Interesting. What's this one do? Can't tell what that one does. This one is probably lights and then signals. That probably is reverse. Or that one is, I can't tell. But yeah, that's this. I would actually drive it more, but as you can see, oops, it's kind of slow. It's really, really overloaded. I'll step back in a minute just to show how slow it really is going. You can see the wheels wiggling back and forth. This is a good thumbnail though. I'm gonna use this as the thumbnail. But yeah, I'd show it more, but it's super laggy. I'll just check out the suspension and stuff underneath really quick, and then I'll move on to the next one. So we have a compact front straight axle, compact suspension, lots of stuff under here. Chassis rails made up out of license plates. It's kind of funny. Another compact straight axle in the back with all your spare tire and stuff. And then the dolly trailer is simple. This is probably some kind of light relay. Attach onto the truck and onto the trailer, I'm assuming. And then we've got the trailer, which is huge. Like, that is huge. But then again, it looks really good, and it's got all the details it should have. It looks like a proper trailer. All my trailers have something that's just weird about them, and I can't figure out what. What part is that? And this is all vanilla, too. So that makes it all even cooler. But, like I said, because it's laggy and I can't really check it out as much as I'd like to, I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the most compact suspension and steering test by Dusty Red 762. So as you can see, that is extremely, extremely compact. It's what? 2x1 for the steering and spring, and then you put the wheel on it. I need to sneeze. Excuse me. And then, yeah. This will probably work really good for rally cars, but I want to figure out how to do stuff like this in survival easily, without having to use like mods or anything. So yeah, there we go. I'm assuming it's glitched so that the spring is technically attached on top, but it's up one, and then the wedge is attached to a pipe in there that is technically attached to the bottom, but it's glitched up higher. I'm assuming. And yeah, this handles really, really well. I can see this leading to a lot of really cool cars. And really well handling cars. Because this allows a lot more room, and probably will help with lag a little bit, to add in camber and caster. Maybe not toe, because that kind of needs to go along with this bearing. But Still, that's really cool. Like, you could even just put a little bearing right there for the caster. And one here for the camber. I'm just trying to picture like a focus body around it kinda, and how I could attach stuff, but yeah. If anyone needs some compact suspension, definitely come check this out. Or go check this out, I don't know. This is really good either way. Like, even for a little tiny truck, this would be perfect. All of the ideas. I'm gonna move on to the next one before I just stare at this for too long. And it's also completely vanilla, so you don't need any mods, which is nice. But now, we move on to the modded ones. Next is a 1969 Dodge Charger by the real Jesus. And no description apparently. Let's get it spawned. Oops, I should move it away from the Warthog. Should update the Warthog. But this looks really, really good. This looks exact. Aside from the typical scrap limitation where your A-pillars and stuff have to go straight up, this looks really good. Just like an actual Charger. Suspension there, in the back looks like a straight axle. Front is independent, nice big V8. If we can open the hood. Looks like it. Is there a switch up here for it? Yes. This looks awesome. Exhaust coming back there. Little intake, radiator plumbing, alternator, everything. This looks great. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, no doors, but that's okay. It just helps with lag. That and who really uses the doors in this? They just kind of get in the way. So this switch is... Okay, so the headlights turn on automatically, so let's turn them off. That's the high beams. And signal. The other one... This is awesome. If anyone's looking for some old muscle cars, definitely check this out. This would... Even the taillights work really quickly. This should turn off when you're backing up, but oh well. But this is really cool. It handles really well. This handles like amazingly. I'm impressed. People are getting vehicles in this to handle so well. I remember when it was just, oh look, I have a 3-link that isn't falling apart. Let's go drive. And now it's like, look at this. It's crazy. I'll probably start taking stuff around the different tracks again. I just want to get the buildings put up again. I have to re-download them. I think. I might not have uploaded them though. I might have to rebuild everything here. But either way. I'm really enjoying watching all the suspension move. I'm gonna look at the front suspension when we get back over here really quick because it's got some interesting stuff going on. Okay. I believe I've done this before, but it looks cool whenever it is done. I lift up the front. It's the normal 2 springs that I use. Down here. Yep, that's what I thought. So it pushes down to here, and then this part here allows it to move back and forth with the arm. I like watching it work when people do it like this. But this is an awesome car. Now all we need is like a Camaro, a Chevelle, or Malibu, a Challenger. Yeah, that's awesome. Definitely go check this out if you've got like an actual kind of city thing built up. But next is an MBT 10.2 by some Patty. Turret controls, fire the main gun, fire the machine gun, lift the back, and then lights. The reloading is a bit difficult, so if you can't figure it out, spawn a new tank that's already loaded. Okay. This is cool. It's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, but interesting. Okay, so it's got pistons for the wheels. This looks really cool. I can't wait for the actual turret they're making to come out. Does that actually fire? I'm really curious to how this actually works. So it looks like it's the only this one seat. Right. Not sure what it uses for steering, but no. That one wheel didn't want to spin at first. This sounds really cool. It's kind of weird how the turret stays off to the one side though. And it didn't want to turn at a certain point either. It seems okay now though. Alright, let's see if I can get it through that hole up there. So, turret controls. Left, right, up, down. Oops. Oh, okay, so they do just go through. Interesting. And then that's the machine gun. It's the back lift, probably for like going over stuff. And then that one is lights. I have, as the turret just slowly goes up on its own. I have no idea how you would reload this though, so I am going to respawn it like you said to, and see if I can shoot through that gap this time. How are those in there? That's really interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing the spud gun takes that out, and then it's just pushed so hard that it goes. I don't know. Let's try and aim it. Too far. If I can aim like this or not. That looks about good, and then angle. Let's try and go down. And then 4? 5. Almost. A tiny bit. A little too high. But there we go. This is an awesome tank. This would be a lot of fun in survival. And it doesn't look like it has too much glitch welding. I could be wrong, but it looks like most of the glitch welding is just on the outside, like for the body. Yeah, this is awesome. Can get a little better look at the interior now, but there we go. This is really cool. So much pipe work going on just to make it work. That do. Who knows what that does? That's probably the one for the lights. Either way, I am going to move on to the next one, which is Updated Trophy Truck Work in Progress by Dasmashi. Inspired by T-Son's Trophy Truck 2. Lots of little details and lots of missing details. Really nice engine, cool suspension, cool body, cool chassis, okay handling, okay interior, just fun to drive. Legs a bit. Hey, as long as it's fun to drive, that's all that matters. So let's get rid of that. So I'm assuming the middle one, yep, the middle one doesn't have any bearings, which is nice for in auto shops. Once I get this shop built back up, I will definitely have this in there. This is so cool. This reminds me of my old truck that I had. The white and red one that you could take the body off of. Can you take the body off of this one, or is it just separate the way it is? It's probably just separate the way it is. Can't probably pop this one off like mine. So let's take a look at chassis and stuff first, because this is a really good looking V8. Looks like you doubled the air filter. That does look cool though. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's just like a plate to connect that up. This looks like the reservoir for the shocks. Where is the... Oh, it... on that one. The other one will have more actual stuff in it. I was about to say, where's the shocks? But this is the lag-free one that just sits. This looks really good. Nice, really nice headers. Good looking exhaust. 4-link. This looks really, really good. Let's go over to the body. Got some air vents in it. Big hood or whatever you want to call it to get over there. The air filters. Looks like a hole for your foot in the exhaust, possibly. And you got your bed fenders and your taillights. So it is technically now a simple truck, but look at all of the pipe work. It looks so good. I'll lift up the back of this one so we can see the suspension complete. Oops, as I hit buttons I didn't mean to. So yeah, the exhaust comes out there and then you can put your foot there to get in. There's the rear suspension. This looks really good. Oh, and it does have sway bar. Right in the middle there's a sway bar. It's a little glitch welded to go through the chassis, but that's fine. Big looking differential and axle. 3-link. I thought it was a 4-link, but it's a 3-link. This looks really good. I can't wait for them to bring out ball joints. I don't know if they ever will, but I really hope they do. You've even got a mount under the transmission. I was gonna say transfer case for some reason. But yeah. Let's lift up the front. Good enough. There we can see front suspension. Drops down from up there. This looks really good. It's really long travel too. Ooh, they've finally gotten springs to really look good. I haven't seen modded parts in forever, and it actually looks good compressed and extended. It looks like this upper, like, internal shock part might still change length, but that's more of a, no, it doesn't look like it stretches anymore. You know what I mean? This inner part here where the shock would go. Normally in games, most games, that stretches. Or yeah, it's stretching. It looks like it's stretching. It's just a thing that bothers me in games a lot. Either way, I'm going to remove these so I can take it for a quick spin. Oh no, it's gonna do that. Okay, let's just go like this. Should hold it from there. There we go. That's the only issue with the thin plates is now and then they won't go on the lift. This sounds cool. Nice interior, simple, all you need. Like you said, there are some missing details, so I'm not really going too much into it, like steering wheel, but whatever. At least you've got a spinning fan on the radiator. It's like my textures are glitched. Either way, let's go. Oops. It lifts the front up so far when you start going. I figured it would have been a little bit faster, but I like how you're holding the speed back, because it allows it to be so much better in handling. Yes, I'm going over to the Baja track, but I'm not going along it. I'm just, oopsies, hitting the wrong buttons. Just testing its jumping and stuff, because that's what this place is made for. It's not bad. You could have some bump stops that are stiffer, but this is Scrap Mechanic after all. And being for Scrap Mechanic, this is really good. I'm enjoying it. Like you said, it is just fun to drive. I'm not worried about it rolling. It's going everywhere I've wanted it to, no problem at all. It doesn't even really oversteer, it doesn't understeer. Take it off this if I can hit it, there we go. Awesome, and it doesn't seem to really have any spring glitch either, like when I go off a jump, I'll see if I can get this one on more of an angle. Yeah, a little bit to the side, maybe, like roll-wise, but this is great. It looks good, it handles good. This would be a ton of fun to take on an actual Baja track. But I must move on to the next one, which is a Tus-tap by Dirtpaw13. This is a time attack prototype made by the usual suspects. Them. It has a triple coil-over pushrod suspension in the front and a regular pushrod in the rear. It has extensive use of aero to increase downforce. All four wheels are powered by a twin turbocharged V8. This also includes a working fuel system. Ooh, that's new. I've been trying to do something like that for a while. To refill the tank, press and hold the gray button on the back of the car. Lastly, there is torque vectoring to help with... Ooh, really? You did torque vectoring in Scrap Mechanic. So that's to refill it. I didn't even notice the massive wing on the back. It's huge. There's the rear arms, and then the push rod. It goes up to the spring up there. Same on that side. Looks like the exhaust comes out the side there. Yeah. And we've got the front, which is just tons and tons of aero for handling. We've got, yeah, the arms, which come up to here. Go to that first one. And then there's the one in the middle. Which looks really cool. It's like some wiring or something here. What that's for. And anything open. It doesn't look like anything opens, it's just for driving. Looks like the front lifts to go over stuff too, but I could be wrong. Bottom is very flat. Oh, okay, those are for the radiators. Intercoolers, that's really cool. I'm going to see if I can easily get at the engine without making this too bad. Go. There's the engine. Got your turbos over there to the intercoolers. Intercoolers come back up to here. Exhaust does look like it comes out the side. Then a little bit better look at the back springs. And I'm going, oh, let's look at the interior through the back really quick. Speed, gauge for something, just the seat. Alright, I'm going to reload it so it's not missing parts anymore. And let's take it for a spin because this looks nuts. Oh, and it's got a speedometer up there. Oh my goodness, that's fast. I wish Survival had some kind of, or Vanilla at least had some kind of speedometer. This is fast. And on a proper road, it would handle really good. I want to watch the suspension move, but... Oops, that's true. And we're high centered. That's what I get for trying to watch the suspension move. Go back over here. I'm trying to look in between the body and the fender at the spring. There we go. Little bit of movement there. This is awesome. I'll keep this in my list of vehicles for when I get the track going again, but for now. Also, the torque vectoring. How did you do the torque vectoring? There's 2 engines for power, left and right, so I'm guessing one just turns off to turn one way and the other turns off turning the other way? Or at least turns down or something? I don't know. But this is really cool, and it handles really well. From the front, that just looks mean. But I need to move on to the next one. There's the fuel gauge going down already, and then if we hold the button, there we go. That's really cool. This is really cool. I just wish the exhaust was open, but I'm going to move on to the next one. Because I don't know what else to say about this. I just want to drive it around my track. Like, ever. See how fast it is, see how well it handles, but I need to move on to the last one for today, which is called Blueberry Lily V2 by Artus. 1 is the animation transformation. Okay. Not really noticeable lights. Okay. That was kind of funny. I'm gonna step back and do that again. This is interesting. Whoa, okay. I was not expecting that at all. That was cool. I love watching vehicles that like transform and stuff like that. Things that hold it together. Panel that covers the front. This is awesome. I like these vehicles because they're so out of the box and just different. Like, there's so much room for storage, and then you have your platform that's got plenty of room for you to be on. And then, usually these handle pretty well. So, let's get on and check it out. That is cool. I love watching stuff do that. Alright, and then lights. There's those ones. Can't see any on the front. But either way, let's see how this handles. This thing's huge, and it's really tall. So it might not turn the greatest. I'm kind of expecting it to flip, but it has a ton of flex. Maybe this is more stable than I thought it was gonna be. Do only front wheel steering, probably all-wheel drive though. Yeah, this is awesome. It handles a lot better than I thought it was going. Just gonna kind of park on these, and then I'm gonna hop down and actually check out the suspension. Looks like it's just the old school simple 3-link or 2-link with axle kind of, or drive shaft kind of thing. And same in the front. This is awesome. I want to see pictures of this in survival. Like, you could totally do this in survival, but I haven't seen it done yet. And this would be amazing for carrying stuff around. Like, you could even make this into a mobile base of some kind, a factory, whatever. That, and I just love watching that thing go down. So yeah, that is it for this week. Hopefully the mods and stuff decide to cooperate from here on forwards and not be glitchy again. But as usual, ow, as I knee my cable, if you would like to submit a creation, build anything you want. Literally anything, as long as it's appropriate. And then upload it to the workshop from your lift with the little share button. And then if it requires mods, please, on the right side, list the required items or required mods or whatever it is, so I can make sure I can load it. From there, make sure it's at least visible with a link, and then take your link from the top and share it in the Discord group that is in the description. And there will be a scrap mechanics section. Vanilla builds go in vanilla, and the rest just kind of go in the other community builds thing. Vanilla one I made specifically because I mentioned the mods issue, but either way, I look forward to seeing what we get next week. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.